Okay, I am Babu. So people generally call me as Perl Babu. So I have around 13 plus years of experience. So welcome to this AI journey. So AI tools and automation. So if you see, I'm actually AI coach. I can say I'm a AI ops engineer. I started my career as a Perl developer. I can say I'm the first person in Hyderabad started Perl coaching. So that's the reason many people actually started calling me as Perl Babu. And then I shifted to Linux admin, and from there, DevOps like Python with the DevOps. So that's how actually like again AI apps, and now we are doing like AI apps and then DevOps combination. And parallelly, I do have training experience since day one. I'm in trainings. So almost 13 plus years. So almost 6,000 plus students globally, like all trainings, including DevOps and Python and even AI. So this is what actually my both even training as well as working experience I have. And coming to this now, AI tools, how many of you think AI will replace the jobs? Yes. How many of you think AI will replace complete jobs? Do you think that or no? Just whatever you have idea, just let me know. So this is a simple question. We will discuss what you actually think, and then based on that, we will see how actually it works. Yeah.
Sir, I thought AI will not actually small automation works that all things to be replaced by AI. And
Hmm.
myself, I'm seeing in my industry,
Okay.
we have some of the developers. They have a Java developers and Python developers, but they are now using the AI tools.
Hmm.
They're not replacing. They're using the AI tools. They improved their efficiency and they're contributing my company more, sir. It's not be replaced them, but
Hmm.
they have a much more means they're making easily. If it is any project they given to them, it is taking 1 month like that. But nowadays they are using AI tools.
Hmm.
They are developing within 1 week or maybe 4 5 days.
Hmm. Exactly. Okay. So which means what? It's not about replacing the complete jobs. It is about if someone knows AI. So this is the statement every CEO is giving. So now if you see the Elon Musk, artificial intelligence won't take your job, but the person who knows how to use it will. What it means. So if you aware of AI and how to use AI tools and then also AI, and then you will survive. So which means the jobs are there. So as per the job market global view, around 50% of people globally believe their job might be or definitely replaced by mission or something like we call it as AI. But again, the other side, people are saying if you are aware of AI, and then you'll get better opportunities as well. It's not the same job. You will get more package, and better opportunities. So this is a decade again, right? So we started era like initially, if you see, when the computer introduced, many people thought that if computer comes, like all our manual jobs will go. Yes or no? If you just think the banking sector, everything we used to use the manual, like everything, like the books, like we use to write everything. Yes or no? The all the deposits or all the withdrawals, everything. But when the computer introduced initially, everyone thought that is all the banking jobs will go off. But do you really think it actually replaced all the jobs like that, or did it created a new jobs with the computer? Yes or no?
Yeah, created the new job.
It created a new jobs. So every time we must follow that trend. Let's say, for example, even if in banking, if some person rejected to learn that computer skill, they cannot survive. Everyone use in the bank now computer, right? Without computer, whatever it can be a CRM, it can be Excel, it can be any other platform, whatever it is. But they should aware of it, computer skill. It can be a programming or it can be some other skill. That is different story. But they should aware of it, computer skill. This is what actually almost more than 10 years ago started like that. The same thing now, it is a AI era now. So which means if someone knows AI, even if someone ignores to learn AI, I'm sure they cannot survive in the coming 1 or 2 years. Everyone must aware of it. Why that is required? Now you just imagine this. Even if you purchase any electronics product, for example, if you purchase a mobile, if you purchase a even AC or even television, TV, you name it anything, washing machine also coming with AI features now. So assume that if you are not aware of it, what is AI, how it actually works, how it is automating, and then it is a difficult. So the next generation, see, I do actually teach for universities and colleges. I saw that actually, like, how these people are really amazing. Like, I can say that, like, I do have experience. I also go corporates, I teach corporate people, even 15, 20 years of experience people. They thought that, like, they are already working in one platform. They don't want to, learn new things. They are in comfort zone. They're just thinking that they don't want to learn new things. They don't want to shift their jobs. Only because they have already job, and then they are just thinking that, okay, I have a job, why I need to learn? This is what happening. But you don't believe me, the colleges and universities already started with this AI, right? So they have already a lot of skill. Now, for example, if you see the last 2 weeks itself, I did actually a lot of workshops. If you see here, even for Vignan University and even for some other colleges, Gayatri and Vizag Gayatri University, sorry, Gayatri College, and then Vignan University I did in Guntur. So there, I understood that they have already, like, they started already AI, and then they also started AI tools as well. You name it tool, and then they are already aware of it. Means that students actually really crazy, and they started already using the tools. You name it any tool, they have some idea. They don't have complete idea, I can say that, but they have some idea. So now imagine that the next maybe 1 or 2 years, if companies expect that AI skill along with your AI tools, like how to use and all, and then if person is working in IT having only that traditional skill, not AI skill, what happens? What happens? There will be a risk. Yes or no? So that is the reason now everyone should upgrade to the AI. So even if you are working in any platform, no matter, we should have some skill, AI skill, how to use. So there are two different things here. One, let me explain this. If you want to shift your career using with AI, then you should actually learn the actual AI plus Gen AI things. So this is a different course. Okay, this is a different course, which means, let's say, for example, if you want to learn Gen AI, so I'm also doing doctorate in generative AI. So that is the emerging technology, right? So if you want to learn Gen AI, so we should actually start the roadmap like this: Python, and then LangChain, and then also you should aware of it, how we can actually build LLMs. What is LLM, at least? What is LLM? And what is RAG? What is MCPs? And then how we can build agentic AI. So there are a lot of other things in this. It is a completely programming based Python, and then we actually learn to build the Gen AI, those things. This is a completely AI with the software related, right? So which means only for software industry, we actually, if you want to become a AI engineer, then this is the course. But here, parallelly, we do have, even for AI engineer, it is mandatory now, not only for AI engineer, every student should aware of it, even housewife should aware of it, no matter which platform you are working, they is aware of it now. So why it is required? So AI tools, if you see, there are a lot of AI tools. For example, we generally use ChatGPT daily base. Yes or no? So which tool you use daily? Which AI tool you use generally? Like
ChatGPT, sir. ChatGPT.
GPT. And how about others? ChatGPT. Okay. How about others?
Yeah, same.
Same. So everyone use ChatGPT. Why not other tools? There are a lot of other tools. Why only use ChatGPT? Now tell me this. Honestly, tell me this.
But it came ChatGPT first. We adapted that somewhat known things, but remaining things we don't know. Proximity also we have, but we are not known how to use and that thing. And ChatGPT, we are familiar with ChatGPT, and we are using everything. We habitat, and then we are using only ChatGPT.
Yeah. So this is kind of this actually. Let's say if you are in village, if any problem health related, we have only one option, that is a RMP doctor. Yes or no? In villages, any health issues, generally we go to the RMP doctors. Yes or no?
Yes,
But in generally, if it is a town kind of thing, we go to the general doctor, we call it as. So the general doctor, tell me, do you think that even for heart issues, or even for example, let's say gynec issues, or even for some other specific issues, the general doctor, is it helps? What do you
no,
think? No,
no.
right? So where we go generally?
Specialist.
Some specialist, right? So this specialist, who is aware of it, only that particular area. Yes or no?
Yes.
So always remember, whenever, even if you are looking for some solution using AI, we should actually reach to the specialist, not the general doctor. So that specialist here, ChatGPT is not a specialist like that. ChatGPT is we can say it's a general doctor. So why then everyone started ChatGPT? Because this is before ChatGPT also, there are a lot of actually tools, but only ChatGPT, it actually reached many people because it promotions whatever it is. OpenAI, it started like that. So that is the reason it went viral. So everyone used that. Of course, ChatGPT also, it provides multiple things. But now see, I'll show you one simple thing. I'm not actually advertising other tools, but you just try to understand this. So how many people aware of it? Perplexity? Perplexity. You heard that name?
Yeah.
Aware, but I'm not used much.
Okay. Now see, I'm just giving one small comparison here. I'm opening ChatGPT. Also, I'm trying to open Perplexity. I'm not saying that use Perplexity, but just see one difference here. Then we will think, okay, what is the best one here? Now, let's say in ChatGPT, I'm asking something very simple question. What is AI? So just we will discuss like this. First, we are trying to understand what is happening, why people are actually only using ChatGPT, and then what other tools we have, we will discuss like that. So I'm just trying to type something. What is AI? Simple question. I'm asking what is AI? I'm not giving any specific prompt here. So there are a lot of prompting techniques we will understand. Now, prompt engineering now also came recently, like almost from 6 months. Context engineering also started. We will understand that what is actually the difference. Prompt engineering and context engineering. So there are a lot of things recently introduced. So it is AI, right? Every day. If you learn something new today, maybe after 1 month, 2 months, we can see the new things. Even the LLMs also. So last 2 months back, it's 4 and then started 5 and now 5.2. That we will see. So now I'm just typing what is AI and then enter. So ChatGPT is actually giving output very like it's something. What is artificial intelligence? It provided that artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer or machine to think, learn, and make decisions like a human, but faster and much larger scale. So, of course, this is a very beautiful answer. Also, it provided that AI teaching machines to be smart, and it provided some images as well, how AI impacting our lives. So I can see the smartphones uses it, and security and surveillance it uses, social media platforms it uses, navigations it is using, e-commerce it is using, banking and finance sector it is using, autonomous vehicles like it is using, and smart home. Everywhere now, AI it is impacting. So that is how it provided some even the information like images and then everything. Now, let's say, for example, if I open Google and then if I type what is AI, and then it is giving some information here also. But I'm not talking about AI overview. If you go down here, it opens actually what it provides what? Sponsored links first. So the problem with the Google search, Google is actually, we can say, the monopoly for what? Especially this digital era, right? So digital marketing and then SEO, search engine optimization. Whoever is paying to the Google, only those related websites it will come first. Like, for example, see what is AI if I search. Coursera paid to the Google and it's a sponsored one, and Google is suggesting to check from here. Udemy sponsored one and it is trying to provide check from this. Means Google is suggesting that the sponsored links in the first page all the times. Almost more than 10 years, everyone used Google, but now slowly no one actually, I can say now almost 50% of the people stopped actually using regular Google search. 50% I can say the graph. So we will see that even graph, how much it reduced using Google search. The only thing is like, if we don't have other options, of course we should depending on this. But now it's actually, there are a lot of options we have. And again, it's not about the sponsored links, right? So here, if you see, it is just giving the sponsored links. And then we can see if we go down, then we will get actually some other regular links like that. Now we can see this Wikipedia and then some other links. Again, you can see here also sponsored only. Most of the times the first page completely sponsored links. So we don't know whether it is the correct one, or if someone paid to the Google and then they are actually highlighting that websites to go and open that and learn whether it is correct or not, we don't. Because they are promoting their businesses. Yes or no? This is how the Google, it's a monopoly like for all the, especially we can say that even if you search for any product, it will highlight only for the sponsored one. Even if you search for the training, it will highlight that, training institutes only sponsored one. Even if you search for some information, it will highlight only that sponsored one. So the people actually struck with this, and then everyone got bored, like, okay, this is how happening. And then exactly same time, ChatGPT came, and then everyone shifted to ChatGPT. Because if you see, there are two things now. One, it's not about sponsored link. And also it's not about like, I don't want to go and open, learn separately and write the summary of it. So ChatGPT, it provided the summary. And then everyone thought, okay, this is the best answer. And then I don't want to open the link separately. And also we don't know whether it is a sponsored one or regular one. And then simply everyone shifted to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is just whatever you ask, only you are getting the answer for that with summary. But again, the problem is in the ChatGPT, let's say you are doing some research. So I actually understood this when I'm doing this, since I'm pursuing a doctorate. So many times we also thought, okay, of course it is giving actually answer, but from where it is giving, we don't know. See here, what is AI? There is no sources here from where we are getting this information. If you see till the last, not provided anywhere from where we got this information. Yes or no? But it will not work if you are doing some research kind of thing. If you're doing some research kind of thing, you should actually provide that sources from where you got this information. Is it really correct? Of course, even if it is correct, people don't believe that. Some evidence we need. In Google search, we are getting some evidence. Okay, this cloud.google.com, it provided. Or maybe if you check here something IBM, what is artificial intelligence? IBM actually provided in their IBM blogs. So there are some information it provided. Okay, this is evidence from this particular blog or this particular, Wikipedia. We got this information, we can say that. But most of the information will not get like that here in ChatGPT, but it will give you the summary. So the exactly same time, the perplexity, it understood the problem. So means, okay, Google is actually giving the links to read. and it's not giving the summary. And ChatGPT is giving only summary, not giving any sources. And if it provides both, and how it actually helps to the people. So that is the intention. That is the only reason Perplexity it introduced to the market. Perplexity, we will actually discuss in the next sessions that CEO, how actually he started this and all. But here, if you see the same question now, what is AI? Let's see here what will be the output. If you observe, it reviewed 10 sources here. It reviewed what? 10 sources. And then it is giving artificial intelligence is a field of computer science that builds system able to perform tasks that usually need human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and language understanding. So it is from Wikipedia. Also, you can see this almost similar actually from ChatGPT what we got, but you can see this actually same from where we are getting this information. It is giving the sources here. If we go down completely, you can see there are 10 sources. If we click on it, it will highlight that the right side. If you clearly observe in the Google search, except this sponsored one, okay, except this sponsored one, remaining all like IBM and then Google Cloud, some other websites. If you go and check here, it is coming from IBM, Google Cloud, and then some other websites like NASA, Wikipedia. It's not reading from the sponsored one. It is reading from the latest updates who provided, maybe in this latest 6 months. It's not I even providing more than 6 months data. Latest 6 months who updated this. And then also not the sponsored one, the regular, like, Wikipedias, and then actual blogs, and then actual sources. This is what actually the Perplexity is doing. It is reading from the sources, and also it will give you the sources link. This is where I got the information. And then Google also thought that, okay, see, because of this ChatGPT Perplexity, everyone shifted to ChatGPT Perplexity, right? So using this all, it's like a simple prompt if you provide, and then it is giving the answer. And then Google search also started with AI mode separately, right? AI mode, but it's already late. But of course it started, but already people shifted to ChatGPT and Perplexity. So every time we need new things, right? So we don't want to use the same regular things all the time. So if you see AI mode here, in the AI mode also same like Perplexity. So it will actually give you the information. Also, it will give you from where you got this. It is saying 19 sites. It actually search from 19 different sites and then giving this output. Now, if you check here, this AI mode in Google search and in the Perplexity, almost similar output you can see, almost similar. If you check here, for example, main types and subfields, narrow AI versus AGI. We will discuss this. What is narrow AI, AGI? So we are in actually now this era, narrow AI. It's simply, we can say, weak AI. We still not started actual AI. We are in very weak AI we are using. So with the weak AI itself, we are doing wonders. Now, if we shifted to AGI, and then it's the next level. We will discuss that what is narrow AI, what is AGI, what is ASI. So I have a separate presentation for that. So this is how actually the next types. Okay, we will discuss these all things slowly. So the next 60 years, what happens? 30 years, what happens? Now, if you check here, this is the one, narrow AI, and general AI, we call it as ASA, and ASI also we have. But we will see in detail. Okay, you will understand in detail about that. But here, it is just giving the similar output. If you see here, why AI matters, and then it provided narrow AI versus AGI. And even in the Google, It's almost similar. It provided that. So narrow AI, I just told it's a weak AI, right? It's a weak AI. And then AGI will be strong. It is in lab now. Means it's still not started. It's actually research. People are doing research on this. ASI not at even research. It's just on the paper only. Means even not started anything on this ASI even in the labs. So this will be a future next 30 years like that. It's a super, it's like how we humans think, similar way AI also thinks, and then AI mission, it will generate another mission. So it's like, see, I hope everyone watched Robo film. Yes or no? Robo Rajnikant movie. Anyone watched here? Yes. Rajnikant Robo film. Anyone watched? Can you able to unmute?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So in the Rajnikant Robo film, part one, part two, what's the generally difference? What you saw that part one and then part two, just only difference. Chitti Robo.
Part one, he'll make it robo,
Hmm.
and it is used for our purpose, and
Hmm.
it's good purpose. And part two, it will go to enemies, and it
Hmm.
will means it is using bad things.
Yeah, Robo actually creates another Robo. Yes or no? In part two, it creates multiple robots.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, same thing it will be. Now, this narrow AI and AGI like a chitti robo, first part. But ASI, it will be like second part. So it will, robo itself, it will create a multiple robots. It will automatically like creates n number of robots, and then based on their requirements and all. We will actually discuss deep dive about this, how it will be. So this is how the difference if you see here. Now tell me, if you see the difference like this, which one you like it here? Now, do you think ChatGPT or Perplexity or again in the Google search AI mode? Which one you actually like?
Perplexity.
Yeah, Perplexity, right? Because Perplexity is actually giving from the sources summary. Of course, we are getting the summary, but also we are getting the sources where we got this information. So this is how, as I told, we have a general doctor and we have a specialist. We need to select which one is actually more important. So it is depending on the requirement. So if you want to go with the very simple things, let's say you want to write some small email, or you want to just ask something, maybe I want something 5 days itinerary for Goa. You can check this all the things with ChatGPT. Of course, it will guide you and it will give information, even to create some text. Even if you want to write some message kind of thing, you can search and then you can provide it, because it will give you the proper style, the proper email writing, everything. But you just think that the same thing, we do have a lot of other tools, which is we can say the specialist. Like for example, now assume this, okay. I'm just giving one example again. If you want to do some presentation, let's say what is AI? I want to do the same presentation to explain or to share something, the view, what is AI. I want to create some presentation, like maybe you can use kind of PPTs, but PPTs now, it's almost like we can say that that is a traditional thing. But if you want to create even PPT or presentation, the minimum time required, minimum time. Okay, you guys tell me how much time you use to create one presentation. Let's say the same content I want to create, the same thing I want to create one presentation. How much time you take generally?
2 hours.
2 hours generally, right? Or maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. But now the same content, if I copy, the same content, if I copy, and if I create the same content with a beautiful presentation, less than 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, I'm saying correct, less than 2 minutes, whatever you heard is correct. Not 2 hours, less than 2 minutes. You tell me now, you still create the PPT manually or you use that tool?
Tool.
We go to the tool, right? Because that is creating less than 2 minutes, almost, we can say maybe 10x, at least 10x speed, at least 10x speed, comparing with our regular, work. Means if you are doing it manually, and then if you use this AI tool, minimum 10x speed we can do, and also the more efficiency. It's not like the regular style. It will give you the more efficient way. Of course, we use that tool, right? So that's the reason nowadays, if you see, even if you want to prepare your resumes, now resume building also, it is not the traditional style now. Everything we should know how the ATS it works. Because if you see, if you check in 1 minute, how many resumes are uploading globally. Okay, just see this. Globally, I'm asking in 1 minute how many resumes are uploading for jobs. I'm asking about 1 minute, not for 1 day. Now it is searching in the web because it don't have that information. It searched in the web and then it provided that information about 11,000 job applications per minute. Every minute globally, 11,000 job applications are receiving based on the LinkedIn, only LinkedIn alone. There are reports like this. Now you think that in 1 hour, how many job applications? In 1 day, how many job applications are uploading globally? Now, you just question this. Do you think like someone sitting and doing this, all the profiles, reading manually, and then they are doing shortlist? No, that is impossible. That is really impossible. 11,000 job applications, how the humans can sit and read it manually? It is not possible. That's the reason it introduced ATS, application tracking system. The application tracking system, it will read all the job profiles, resumes. It's not a human. It's actually what? Mission. There is no emotion. So it will not think that, okay, this person not having job. The family will suffer if I am not shortlisting this resume. No, it will not think that because it's a mission. So whatever the profile, even if you build, those traditional days gone. So we cannot go on Xerox center and then take a printout of that, someone created resume and then just change the name, just change the project name, just change the email ID and then print out. That is how the day started. Now, not like that. Every individual profile is different now. And we should build the profile based on the job description, not based on whatever you know. Of course, you are expert in some areas, but if the company is not expecting that skill, it will not use. So this ATS, it will always shortlist only based on the job description, what is the company is expecting. If that job description matches that keywords in your profile, and then it will go to the shortlist. So that's the reason again now we have a dependency to use AI tools to generate the profiles, and it should match ATS. There are a lot of other tools. So every area, okay, I'm just talking every area. So even if you want to write some email, even if you want to do some LinkedIn post, let's say for example, see the LinkedIn post, you don't require to do manually. You can just do automate now. So means you can just go to the post, and if you click on reply, automatically you can reply the email, or automatically you can reply that LinkedIn post. Automatically you can reply the YouTube summary. There are tools for that again. If you want to do the presentation, there are tools. If you want to create images separately, there are tools. If you want to create a text to speech, TTS we call it as text to speech, there are a lot of tools. Let's say for example, I want to just create a, okay, assume this is a text now. This text, I want to create some podcast. You don't need to read this complete text, copy the complete text and then go to that tool and then click on convert to speech. It will convert everything with the speech. And also you can select which voice you want, which tone you want. There are tones, okay? So emotional tone, or if you want friendly tone. So if you see, always remember you need to go to the new chart, which is a new thread we call it as. It will be good if you go to the new thread. And let's say now, for example, I am asking the types of tones. See here, types of tones. So these tones, basically, you can see while writing the emails, we go with this formal tone. These are office mails, official letters, corporate communication. And then if you check here, informal tone, if you are talking with your friends, family, friendly tone, teaching, coaching, customer support, these all are friendly. Motivational tone, confident, and then there are different tones like this. You may think that why these tones now we are discussing. If you are not aware of these tones while writing email, which tone you need to use? If you simply ask that, okay, I am writing an email to my manager, I'm writing email to today's, maybe you have something out of office email, and then it just gives randomly. But if you use that specific tone, and then you will get the specific tone wise the result. So it's about, like, again, we should also know how to use the prompting technique. There are a lot of different prompting techniques we have. Also, along with the prompting techniques, you should also know what tone you need to use and when you need to use these all things. So the way how you ask, and it will give you the result. So this is the first step. We should understand what are the different tones available, what are the different types of prompting techniques available, how to use that efficiently. If you are aware of it, and then it will be easy, whatever the tool you are using here. See, I told, it's not about every time using ChatGPT, this is like a general doctor. We have a specialist. We should find out that specialist, which tool is best for this. Let's say presentation, we have a separate tool. If you have a creating, like, songs, we have a tools. You want to create some images, we have a tool. You have built something resume, proper resume, then again we have tool. And if you want to create video, we have tool. Now trending is vibe coding. You don't need to write any code. You can build website. So everyone here, we will build one website. If you want to build your personal branding, or maybe if you want to start something, maybe some startup kind of thing, or maybe if you want to start landing page, one landing page, you will create with me. Okay. So we will see how we can create the complete end-to-end website. Even we actually publish that. If we have a domain, we can actually use that domain and then we can publish. Or if you don't have domain, no problem. We can directly publish with that specific tool also. So we have tools like that. So we go with the lovable. Okay, so there are a lot of tools again for that. We have a lovable. We have again different tools like make also people use, and bolt also people use. But lovable recently last 3 months it came with multiple features. But again here, whatever tool you want to use, you should aware of it how to use the exact prompting. And maybe many people think that meta prompting is nothing but you don't need to actually understand the prompting technique. You can ask directly either ChatGPT or Perplexity, this is what I'm trying to do. I need a prompt for that. Of course, it will give you the prompt. That is also good, but that is only one phase. But if you are aware of how to use, let's say, for example, see now, I'm just assume this, okay? I want to write some LinkedIn post, what is AI? Again, I'm just using what is AI. It should actually reach many people. That post should reach many people. If you simply ask, I'm writing a, maybe see this here. I want to write a LinkedIn post. Okay, this is the one. So LinkedIn, I'm writing a LinkedIn post. What is AI? Can you give me post text? Okay, if you just ask like this, it will give you the random text. But instead, if you provide something, see, I'm just giving. This is called role playing prompting. I'm giving act like 15 or maybe like act like a expert. You can add even 15 years of expert or something, 10 years of expert like that. But I'm using act like expert in LinkedIn or act like LinkedIn expert. So what it will do, it will immediately act like a LinkedIn expert, and then it will give you the LinkedIn post now. It's not general one now. So which means what I'm trying to say that, for example, if you want to search something, what is AI, instead of just searching what is AI, act like a AI coach, and then give me what is AI, and then you can see the difference. If you're asking something related to health related, maybe like assume that you are asking something, any surgery related, and if you say that act like heart surgeon, and then give me the tips for this, act like gynecologist, then give me the tips. So this is what actually even the ChatGPT, right? So the OpenAI CEO suggested that, okay, if you are using act like a therapist, act like a actor, act like a doctor, act like a politician, act like a teacher, act like a professor, whatever. If you say act like, then immediately this ChatGPT or any other AI tools, the role immediately it will act like that person, means that particular character, and then it will give you the answer. So this is one of the small technique here. Now, if you see, I'm just saying that act like, so a high impact LinkedIn post it is giving now. It's not just a regular one, because we asked actually like an expert. So we should aware of it. Even the day-to-day we are using ChatGPT, but are we using the correct way? It's not about just asking like our friend. So of course you will get that output also same like that. But if you want to ask something professional style, then you should know the prompting techniques. There are 18 types of prompting. One by one we will discuss. I already told that it's not about prompting now, even the context engineering started. So we'll see the difference, prompting and context engineering, these all things. And then we will go ahead and then see the different types of AI. And then we will see a lot of tools here. So the tools more focus we are going to cover like this, okay? We will cover like this. First, what are the tools available for text to text? Means if I'm giving some text and then we'll get response. So now example we did now just Perplexity and then ChatGPT, these all things. But ChatGPT you can also use for text to image because that's a multi-modal tool we call it as. We will discuss what is multi-modal and all. So we do have text to image. We do have text to speech. We do have text to video. So we will cover all these areas. Additionally, what I told, how we can build resume. So that is a resume build with AI. So AI tools we call it as, based on ATS. And then how we can actually, we call it as a LinkedIn profile is actually more important, right? So that we call it as a LinkedIn optimization. Will not focus end to end, but at least some area what you need to actually change in the LinkedIn. So that we will actually discuss here with the help of AI again. Also, how we can, create your presentations. That is a presentations basically. So the presentation or PPT, how you can build your presentations easy way. We will discuss with the tools. And how we can create songs if you want. We will see how to create a songs. You write your lyrics, we can actually create a songs. And let's say, for example, you have something 100 pages of document, but it is difficult to read. Now we are in Insta, like, Insta days, we call it as, like everything we need in 1 minute. Insta reels or maybe YouTube shorts. Now people are actually watching only 1 minute videos, not more than that. Even if someone provides like hours of training in YouTube, they don't want to watch. People actually mindset change now. So everything need in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Practically, it will not help, right? If you want to understand some new concepts or something new or something concepts, we should actually spend time. But the days like that, everything like, we are in the days like Insta Reels and then YouTube Shorts. So here, let's say, for example, you have a 2 hours of video. How we can get the summary of this? The complete 2 hours of video, we have a tools. We just upload that video in that tool and it will give you the complete summary. You don't need to watch that 2 hours time. You have 100 pages of PDF or 100 pages of document. You don't need to read 100 pages of document now. You can upload that document and you will get the complete summary. And if you have anything on your mind, like any question, you can ask that question also. It will give you the answer. You can create that 100 pages summary with some podcast kind of thing. There are a lot of things like, let's say, for example, now you received an email, you want to auto reply that. So I'm not saying the complete end-to-end automation that is possible with Zapier. And we do have a lot of tools like N8N. So that N8N, we are not here in implementing. That is actually, you can go with the GenAI batch. That is, I already told, right? So GenAI is a different one. But here, we will see the vibe coding concept. So vibe coding, end-to-end, we will discuss with Lovable. So as I told, we will actually, so this is the tool here, you can see. So this tool now, it came with multiple features. Last 3 months, it updated multiple things. So we will see with the prompt. See, we're not writing the code. The vibe code is nothing but it's not human interaction. Human is not writing the code. Even if you have a Python skill, Java skill, that is not required now. We need only the prompting skill here. If you are really good in prompting, so again, if you're not good in prompting, you cannot build the proper website. So that prompting we will see. So if you're really good in prompting, how you can build these websites based on your requirement, we can build it. How much time? Maximum time, it's depending. Maximum time, maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour required to create the proper, we can say the website. Again, it's not end-to-end like banking website, the backend database, and then it's a cannot expect that full stack now. But we can build at least simply we can say some mid-level applications with this vibe coding, not end-to-end, but they're still required time. So people actually not started end-to-end application builds with vibe coding. Still, the developers required to build that. Even if you do some coding here, even if you do vibe coding here, we can connect that code with the GitHub, and you can also modify that. There are a lot of other things happening. Even if you're doing some coding with this vibe coding, we can also modify that. We can also, export that code to your repositories. From there, again, you can import. There are a lot of other options if for developers as well. We do have some other tools like Claude. There are other tools as well for that. So more than like almost 15 to 20 tools we will actually cover in this training. It will be like 20 days duration. So in the 20 days duration, we'll touch all the areas, as I told, like text to text, image, speech, video, presentation, how we can do, how we can build, how we can create the songs, how we can create videos, how we can create resumes, how we can build our own website. These are all the things we are going to touch, along with the prompting techniques, along with the different types of AI and what will be the feature of AI. And then, as I told, context engineering, what is actually importance of that. So everything we are covering here in this 20 days duration. I hope this is clear now. Any questions? Anyone now open for questions? Yeah, someone, your voice is very low. Can you please check the volume?
Hello, sir. I'm
Yeah,
Anil Singh. Sir,
yeah, Anil.
actually, we are day-to-day Excel sheets. We are using a lot of Excel sheets. We can automate, or maybe we can uh, efficiently use that Excel sheets. Anything we are going to be learning this course.
So Excel formulas you want to learn, or what exactly?
Uh, because we are capturing a lot of data in Excel sheets. That should be automated to our any applications or anything in
Okay,
this.
so automation again, it's a different process that we actually use N8 automation purpose. We created some agents like that. So agent creation we are not doing here. But if you have something Excel, and let's say, for example, if you share the screen and then ask this formula is stuck somewhere, and then it will give you the guidance. That tools we are touching here. We will discuss that tools.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Yes, Suman. Yes, Vijay.
Yeah, it is. Is it just tools, or we will create some problem statement and solve it? For example, a project manager work or a supervisor work who use multiple Excels like Anil asked. Can we
Project
create
manager
some?
work means what exactly?
Because we get a lot of work in email and stuff like that, right? So follow up on task task reminders, how to use the Microsoft tools, right? Planners, project management, Visio or
Okay, so the
something.
Microsoft tools means again, so are you using Copilot?
Microsoft tools in the sense for project management,
Okay, so specific
Visio.
project management related, no. So see, now if you ask me, like it's a, we have almost now thousands of tools here.
Hmm.
Every company introduced their own tools, and number of tools I can say. So Google itself have almost now more than 35 tools now. Only Google AI tools.
Hmm.
So every company introduced like that, and then also outside there are a lot of other tools. So it is difficult to cover each and every area, but you will get complete idea if you know these tools. Okay, this is how we can actually build. This is how we can use. So we'll get complete idea for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are focusing on each and every area, right? So these tools will really help, and you will get, okay, thinking, okay, this is how we can use in our area as well. So you'll get that idea. Or if you have any tool in your mind, let me know, and then we will actually go ahead and see that tools as also how it actually works, and then we will discuss on that. Because here tools again, as I told, we are covering here the general day-to-day how we are using it. But internally, see, I do also use in my company some tools which not aware of outside, because that is for only homegrown tool which we use only for internal purpose. Like that, there are a lot of other tools. Many people use like that. But similar tools outside also we have. So that is the thing here I'm saying. So we should aware of it, some tools, and then based on that tool, okay, this is how the other tools also it helps in the real time. You got my point, Vijay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You let me know if you have any tools in our mind, and then we will actually see that. Any other questions, anyone? Okay. If no questions, we'll stop today and we'll
Hello,
continue
sir.
tomorrow.
This is
Yeah.
Deepak.
Deepak, yeah.
Suppose I want to start, YouTube channel, and and at the same time I want to automate that.
Okay.
So is it possible with the help of this?
Yeah. So YouTube channel, again, two things. Now you are planning with only AI avatar, or you are only just planning with your means you want to come and then start your with your voice and then your video. So what exactly you are planning?
Yes, my voice and my video only.
Hmm. So your voice and your video, if you want to
Yes.
do that, and then basically we should actually involve, right? So we should actually sit and do that. But of
Uh,
course, we do have a cloning thing, but that is a lot of actually investment required for that. So
mm-hmm,
if you want to clone your image, if you want to clone your voice, that is possible. We do have 11 labs like that, but
mm-hmm.
that is a lot of, even for every video, if you want to generate some credits, it will ask, and then it's a lot of cost involved in that. I'll guide you how to do it if you can spend amount on that. But I'm not
Okay.
teaching in our day-to-day session, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to spend that much, because I'm paying already a lot of tools here and for this YouTube automation and all. And like, again, it's required monthly some amount based on how much length of video you create, that all the things.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
And
a lot of tools
uh-huh.
there, but the tools not free. Even if you want to create a video, you should pay for that video. Now, for example, if you see in the Google itself, we have Google Gemini. In the Google Gemini, we can actually create a videos as well. But in that, we do have, there are new tools coming now. It's that there are new tools now. We have a flow. Let's say, for example, I don't want only 7 seconds video, and continuation I need maybe for till 5 minutes video. You can provide a continuation prompt with the flow. Google actually introduced that. But for every new prompt you provide, the backend, it will detect the credits, and every credit you should pay it. So this is how you can create anything. There are a lot of tools in the market, but everything we should pay for that. It's not free. So I don't recommend paid tools immediately. Start first initially with this, some tools at least free. I'll guide that what are the tools available, free tools. Of course, I am using paid tools for training purpose, some paid tools. But that is up to you guys. If you want to purchase that in future, you can. Otherwise, you can just see how that magic happens. You got my point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So many tools for video creation and all, it's a paid, not free. But image creation, this all we will get free. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, anyone? But I'll definitely guide that, how we can do it. I'll just give you the tools names. You can go ahead and then.
Yeah, hi sir, good morning. My name is Abdul.
Yeah, hi Abdul.
Yeah, sorry I joined this session a little late.
Yeah.
I have one query. I'm actually leading one team, and as part of day to day, right, I do receive multiple emails, and I do prepare multiple PPTs for presentations, and as part of as part of my role. So whether this session will be helpful to improve the
Exactly. It will
efficiency
be really helpful for you
okay.
creating the presentations, also how you can reply that emails more efficient way. This all it will be really helpful. Yeah,
Okay.
that will be there. The main core concepts itself.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much. Whether can I get the recording for
Yes,
today's
you will
session?
get the recording. Yes, you will
Okay.
get the recording.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, we'll stop today and we'll continue tomorrow again. Same time, it will be 6 a.m. IST. Thank you all. Have a great day.